How's it going, everyone? We're here for another monthly Rust update, and this one actually brings quite a bit. The Rust devs are working on a lot in the background, and the mission system has been something that they have been working on for quite some time. We also have a new monument coming up with a new special vehicle, which we'll touch on at the end here. And speaking of vehicles, we have a new vehicle module, a lot of quality of life features, and missions have finally made it into the game. Now, right now, missions, if you look at the dev blog, you'll read basically that they are just kind of an introduction for new people to the game right now. So it's going to be a lot of kind of like, go here, do this, learn this, this is how you do this kind of stuff. But they plan on adding much more quests, as well as ones that are PvP focused. They said such as capturing or holding a point, as well as assaults and setting up ambushes, and the possibility of bounties in the future. So, you know, that's all, again, stuff that could change, but that's the plans they have right now for that. So that's actually something that's really, really, really awesome. And we'll go ahead and show you the mission system here shortly. But let's go over a few of the other kind of smaller stuff first. One thing, binoculars now start in the default lowest zoom, and default lowest zoom, which is, yeah, that's just a little bit different there. Then we've got a few other things here. Signs, man. People have forever wanted to sell their sign. So I'm going to make the big red blob, okay? And then we're going to lock this thing. And then we can pick it up. And look, there's the big red blob on this picture. And you'll notice signs that don't have pictures on them actually stacked to 5 now, which is quite nice. And you can specifically go and sell these in vending machines now. So you could go and sell your artwork in vending machines. It's just kind of a neat little feature. A lot of people have been asking for it. So yeah, now your artwork and so forth will save onto them. And this does work with the neon signs as well, for those wondering about the ones you paid for. So that is quite neat. Another thing a lot of people have asked for is snapping with planters. So the large planter now, as you can see, snaps. So there we go, snap. If you don't want it to snap, you can actually hold shift, and you'll notice now I'm kind of just moving it around freely again. I can do what I want. Hold shift, and you can see it snaps right back into there again, and can be placed just quite nicely. Snapping also applies to high external walls. So as you can see right now, we're snapping, and here I just hit shift, and you'll see now it's not. So snap, not, snap, not, snap, not. There you go. Definitely, again, one of those little quality of life things that just really makes a nice little difference for us. And in addition to that, the rest I don't really need to show too much. Opening a door or closing a door while you're down, you now have to hold the use button on it instead of just clicking it once and closing a door real quick. I think that should add some balance to it. We'll have to see how that goes. I'm sure the devs will be open to changing it more if it seems like it's still a huge problem and doesn't nerf it enough. But yeah, that's a nice little addition there. Another thing on the cargo ship, when you're out there, a lot of times it was kind of say goodbye to your minicopter. Well, now they should parent properly, and vehicles like the scrap heli and minicopter should land on without sliding off. That is something that is quite cool. Another thing we also have is in your settings, there is now a separate slider. So if we go down to here, I believe, or sensitivity, that should be controls. And you now have an aim down sight separate sensitivity. So if you want to, change your sensitivity for the ADS, that's been something a lot of people have really wanted for quite some time. You now can separately from your normal mouse sensitivity. So that is a really big thing I think a lot of people have wanted for quite some time. And it's really nice to see that one. Another thing that they have done also, in addition, while I grabbed something else here I forgot, is the server controller list here. So now you've got a player list. You can see who's on here, all your server information. You can change a bunch of stuff over here, like your name, population of things, and so forth. And you can also, click on users and do so forth with them and all that kind of stuff. I guess you can click on my own name there. But you get the idea. Definitely something very useful for small server owners and huge server owners. I mean, it's just a nice little tool to have. So we're going to go ahead and grab a few things. We're going to grab a code lock, a door, and we forgot a repair bench, so we're going to go ahead and get one of those, and I think we're going to need a little bit of wood as well. So there we go. Alright, so the first thing we're going to show you, another low quality of life thing, is if you put down a bench here and you go to skin an item, there's now a search. So, you know, we can do, I don't know, toxic. Boom, there, toxic door comes up. Bam, now we got the toxic skin on there. So definitely that is, again, just one of those little things you don't think much about, but it really makes a difference. Then if we go ahead and plop a door frame down here, and we put a code lock, and actually I just realized we're gonna need a second door and a second code lock because that's how that works. So there we go, we got some doors here, and we're gonna go ahead and put in a code, I don't know, 8888. Boom. Then we're gonna go put a code lock down over here, and then you've got change code lock, remove lock, right? And then instead of just punching code in, you can hit last. And there you go. All the doors can be the same. So easy, so much nicer. Such a great addition. This is one of those wonderful, wonderful things that I think a lot of people will appreciate. And horses have been fixed a bit. They poop a little bit more. I guess they weren't pooping too much compared to how much they eat, honestly. So that has been adjusted. And then in addition to all of that, actually, if we go ahead and let's just grab a salvaged axe and wander on over here to a tree, you'll now notice that it tells you your total of the items you have in your inventory. So 25 for hit, and now we have 1778, 1803, 1828, etc. And that's just something that's really nice. If you're trying to get a certain amount of something, you can now actually see once you've hit that goal. And again, these are just little quality of life things that I think make a huge difference to, you know, things here in the game. And if we go ahead and take a look, engine parts are actually also cheaper. So let's see, carburetor, you'll see, not cheaper, but the crafting time is now reduced from 30 seconds to 10 seconds. That's what it was. So yeah, there you go. You got that reduction there. So that pretty much covers all of the quality life stuff that I feel that's going to be important, except this one last one right here. And it is with turrets. And this is one that's been long asked after. First of all, once you put a turret down, you automatically authorize on it again. That was an old thing it used to do back when, but when turrets got changed, that went away. Well, now it's back, and that's a pretty neat effect. But you can now authorize friends. Look at that. Boom. Perfect. That is authorized friend. I mean, how long have people wanted that? Thank you so much, Face Punch. That it just, oh, all those times of someone not being able to log in on time, you work, their schedules are different, whatever, and then they get railed by a turret because you want to have it on, or you get raided because the turret didn't help because it was off because your buddy wasn't on to authorize on it. Well, that problem is gone now. And yeah, I think that's a pretty good little quality of life thing to save there for the last. So let's go ahead and take a look at the camper module. So once you get yourself a car, you're going to need at least 3 spaces on the car itself. The module takes up 2, and you'll need some sort of an engine, of course. So we have a force module right here, and then we'll also grab a little research bench so you can see this. We'll just plop it on in the... Okay, that works. You'll see it costs 125 to research this sucker and is at workbench level dose for ya. And yeah, we're gonna go in here, pull off that bed, and pop on the camper. There it is. Look at it in its beauty. And here we go. We can hop right inside, and this sucker actually has 4 seats, and you've got these respawn points, so you can actually claim a bag. And then once you've claimed it, you can give it to someone, which is pretty cool. Up top here, you've got a full locker. Look at that, 3 spots. That's pretty nice. A small storage box and a full working BBQ. Look at that. This thing is absolutely cool. And yeah, it's got a pretty decent amount of health to it. I mean, if you check out the module itself. And oops, let's just go ahead and spawn in another one. We'll go components here, and boom. There we go. 525. There you go. So yeah, definitely crazy little addition here. I mean, you could run a whole wipe out of this thing. And yeah, I think that's a really cool idea. And of course, it does actually have kind of like a unique deterioration to it, which I thought was kind of cool. So if we go ahead and grab an AK here, start shooting this thing up. Oh, come on. You can see parts start to fall off. There goes the bumper. Then there goes a side panel. So now you guys are exposed in there while you're spawning. So you're going to spawn right here and you're going to get shot in the head. And there, now pretty much everything else is exposed. And if you're spawning in there, you're pretty open except for the back. So yeah, kind of just to give you an idea of how this thing kind of falls apart. You're being shot at in a battle. You can see the back or front's probably going to be the safest. Sides are going to be messed up pretty quickly. So yeah, there you go, guys. That's the camper module. Alright, so let's get to missions. So missions, the way they're going to work is you're going to get yourself over to a safe zone. So it's going to be a fishing village, you know, outpost, bandit town, whatever, so forth. And even some monuments may have some people around. And you're going to go ahead and find yourself someone just kind of standing around, looking like they need some help for something. You know, so walk around here. Oh, look, there's a person. What's up? Hey. Dive Master, g'day mate. Hey, do you have a job for me? What would you like to do? I'd like to hunt, I'd like to go diving. Let's go hunting. Head out to sea and search for floating bottles to make dive sites? Yeah, no, I don't think I'm gonna go get sharks right now. Okay, so this one is gonna give you a shark. And let's see, I'd like to go diving. Okay, they'll give you a pump shotgun if you free 10 crates. Alright, that's pretty cool. And there should be... there's another person on here that gives a fishing one. Yep, yeah, they are. Here's our fisherman, who's actually a woman. Out with it then, what do you need? I'm looking for work. Well, what can you do for me? Nothing, don't have anything for you right now. Alright, well, I actually abandoned a quest from them previously. So they actually gave me a quest to go get their tackle box and bring it back, and then bring them, they would give me a fishing pole. And then I abandoned the next part, and I guess they took that away from me. So let's go ahead and go head over to one of the other fishing villages and see if that person has one for me. Alright guys, so here we are at one of the barns we just kind of came across, and hi Piggy. And this person over here is a hunter. Howdy. Yeah, would you like to attempt a boar hunt, deer hunt, or treasure hunt? Let's do a boar hunt. Really hate boars. Will you do me a favor and kill one for me? Alright, boom, mission accepted. Alright, so now we gotta find and kill a boar. Well, there's that one that was just meandering right past us, but that's probably not that great. Now, with this one, it doesn't exactly have a marker on the map. Certain ones will actually have a specific marker as well as a time limit. Let's see, can we get out of the safe zone and actually hit this guy? There he is. Killed a boar. Alright, now we just gotta wait the 50-something seconds until we can get in there. And as you can see, we get 100 scrap. And this is where you can abandon the mission. You've got your little mission tab right up here in your inventory. Alright, so now we can talk to them. Boom. Let's do another one. Let's do a treasure hunt. Costs you 25 scrap. Promise it'll be worth it. Okay. No need to come back, just enjoy your loot. Alright, well this should have a marker. So there it is. There's the Vagabond's treasure. Alright. And actually, if you go ahead and pull up your compass, you'll see it actually shows up on the compass as a little blue marker. So we're going to cheat to do a little bit and fly on over there. Oh, look at that. Someone's been building on my staging server. There's actually quite a bit of stuff around here. And we're going to fly ourselves to this marker. There we go. Hey, oh, alright, it's around here somewhere. Looks like it's gonna be in this water tower. And I'm assuming it's probably this right here. Ah, there's the Vagabond's treasure. Alright, cool. That's actually, you know what, not half bad. That's not a half bad thing. So there you go, another mission complete. So there it is, guys. I mean, you can go to the barns and bandit town and fishing villages and outposts. Each one should have about 2 people to give you a little something to go and do. Some will be repeatable, some won't. That's basically just how it's going to work. So, alright guys, so we can actually take a look at this in-game. It is merged to the Staging Auxiliary 1 branch, or pre-staging as it is called. And yeah, this is it now. We've got the Abandoned Military Base. It shows up there. And yeah, it pops up in the desert. So that's kind of what we have going on there. Now, these may also have other iterations around the map eventually, but yeah, here we go. We've got the Desert Military Base. And yeah, you can see it's a bunch of barricades, barbed wire, and so forth. There's a obstacle course or training course here. And you can see there's a gun training course right next to it. And we've got a bunch of different tents and so forth. There's like a little electrical. Then we've got this going on over here. We've got a little pig inside the base, it looks like. You can see it has a little back way out. And then you've got some more part, you know, here we've got some stuff for doing drills. And then you've got all of these kind of little messed up tents. Lots of knocked over like lockers and containers, generators, and so forth. And yeah, right now the loot doesn't seem to be generating right around here for me, it seems. Yeah, everything's kind of just the decorations. But this is, again, an early work in progress, guys. There, I believe, are supposed to be scientists here. I mean, I know it says abandoned, but I don't know. We'll see how that all goes. But this isn't the finished one, but the MLRS is here. And as you can see, it's just basically some colored in gray box right now, but its basic functionality is here. So, I already kind of loaded it up and tested it a few times, and we're going to need some MLRS rockets, and they stack to 6, so we'll put 12 in here. Alright, there we got that. And then you're going to come on up into here and mount. And you'll see it says it's missing an aiming module. So this is something you're going to have to find, is an aiming module. Again, this is probably temporary art. Once you have one, you click on the little thing here and you put one in, and you'll see a map picks up. And then you also kind of have like a back screen of the missile launch, which is really cool. Here you can then use the control to set your target, and this will be your fire rockets. So we're going to look at the targeting screen right now. And as you can see all the map, and then whatever shows up red is where you cannot hit. So you can see here we could actually hit part of Outpost, which seems weird. But that might just be where this landed. One way or another, I have made a base roughly right here, just kind of like a box to hit it. I hit it once, and it did quite a bit of damage, so we're going to hit it again and see if we can't crack its roof open. So yeah, we've got it aimed in. We're going to go ahead and fire rockets. And boom, you can see them go. We're going to trail along with these. Here they go. There they go. And boom. Boom. Oh, there we go. We caved in the roof. So yeah, that took 2 hits and we caved in the roof pretty bad. And you can see it did quite a bit of damage elsewhere around here. So this thing definitely took some hit on the roof. And yeah, I mean, that's going to mess up your turrets or whatever else, your electrical. I mean, it could do some damage, guys. I don't know what the rules to this is, what the cooldown is, how hard it is going to be to find the aiming mechanism or the rockets themselves. As of right now, of course, both those pieces are not researchable, and they do not show up under any kind of crafting whatsoever. So yeah, there's a multiple rocket launch system, and as you can see, the explosive damage 275, 350 lethality to humans, maximum distance is about 400 meters, fuse length, etc. Blast radius is 7 meters. So that's pretty cool. And then, you know, obviously this thing's just, you know, it's the aiming mechanism. So yeah, that's just kind of the tease for that, guys. If you know how to go ahead and jump onto the Aux 1 pre-staging branch, Facepunch has a server up, which is the server I'm actually on right now, checking it out. Yeah, you guys can jump on this or put up your own and play around with it and just see how it goes. And of course, Facepunch from this point on will now be adding more and more to this and working on it as they you know, have it here on this branch, and then once it's at a good spot, it'll merge to staging for the more majority of people to actually check out. And then after that, we should see maybe this as early as next month. We'll just have to see. That seems to be the goal here. So that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. Enjoy your fresh wipe. Have fun out there. Don't forget to let me know what you feel about missions and what kind you might hope for. I love hearing that kind of stuff. Stay rusty, guys and gals. Have a good one.